Yeah, I thought we were very good. Oh, Christ. I thought we were close. I thought we were very good. Yeah, we got off to a poor start, to be perfectly honest. After 5 minutes, didn't really deal with the situation and conceded. But maybe that was the spark that we needed. And from that point onwards, I thought we were totally in control of the game. I think the difference today was obviously we had a cutting edge. I think maybe in some away fixtures this season, I think we've done okay up to a point, and then we get to the last third and we just haven't had that cutting edge. Today we did. Created good opportunities, and we had the right guys in the right positions on the field of play to convert chances. So all in all, a very satisfying performance today. Yeah, I mean, the manner of the performance and the margin of victory obviously suggests that. We've done okay in other games, but like I said, we just haven't had that threat that we have got now, and I think credit to the guys up front. They've given us that threat that we've been looking for all season. Pete Odemwingi's come in and had a real impact for us, which we're really pleased about. And Marko Arnautovic, I think in the last 5-6 games, he's really getting to grips with what the Premier League's all about and what's required at this level, and he's having an impact as well. And Peter Crouch gives you what you know Peter will give you. He gives us a focal point. His link-up play is excellent. I thought he was outstanding again today. So all in all, given the fact that we didn't have a great deal to choose from in terms of the squad today, we had a young lad on the bench because we were down in numbers, but fair play to the guys that came in. I thought Wilson Palacios was excellent on the day as well. His first 90 minutes for a long time. So credit to him and his professionalism that he was ready to come in and have an impact like he did. I think he probably has done, but Peter certainly is an international class player. He's proven that at international level. He scored goals at that level. He's got a great record for England. Maybe people in charge now are looking in different areas and looking for maybe a similar type of player, as effective player as Peter, but maybe think his time's come and gone. But if he was asked to go, I'm sure he'd go. He wouldn't refuse the offer, I'm sure. If you look at our goals, I thought there was variation to each and every one, different type of goals, and that shows the different type of threat that we can pose to teams. And I think the third goal, I think, was something like 18, 19 passes before the ball was actually in the back of the net. So we're not too renowned for having passages of play like that end up in goals or goal scoring opportunities. So we're really pleased, and maybe today, obviously, Sky game, maybe people will sit up and take notice about what we're trying to do. I think we've been a little bit under the radar last 7 or 8 games, but I think today was something of a statement from us in terms of what we want to do with this season. We've got 7 games left. We're enjoying playing at the moment, and there's opportunities to achieve more things this year. No, it's never complete. You're always trying to work on things, and in some games you'll be good in areas, in some areas, in other areas you'll be poor, and you have to work on those things again. So you're never satisfied. I'm pleased with how the season's panned out. I think even when we were struggling for results, we were never too far away from where we thought we would be in terms of points accumulated. Now we've got 7 games, as I say, where we can really see how far we can go. Well, yeah, I hope so, because we deserve a little bit more credit for that. I don't think that's what our game's based on. We try and get the ball down, we try and keep possession, and we try and create opportunities in the final third. And I think today we did that to good effect. Obviously, we need to do it on a consistent basis, but like I said, last 8 games we've only been beaten by Man City, so that's good form. Yeah, I think it's been more difficult away from home. I think at times, sometimes we've reverted to type and maybe not had the control that we needed. We haven't retained possession as well as I would have liked, because I think away from home that's what you have to do to stop the home side gaining momentum in games, and I think we did that to good effect today. There wasn't any period where really Aston Villa were able to build any kind of momentum to their attack. So in the end we saw the game out quite comfortably. We're very hopeful that something's going to be concluded. Stephen showed last weekend. He was outstanding last weekend. He really disappointed that he couldn't take part today, obviously. But we're pleased that we hope it will be concluded very quickly. But I think Stephen obviously needs stability in his career. He hasn't had that for whatever reason. Now hopefully he'll have a period where he's at a club that he'll be able to be settled and have the impact his ability is able to have on a team. Well, he knows what's required because he's done it at that level. Like I said, it's not my decision. I would, if anybody phoned me up and wanted a view on whether or not I think Peter Crouch should go to the World Cup, I can obviously give him a very positive one. But whether or not we'll have that call, I'm not sure. But certainly Peter was outstanding and has been all year for me, to be perfectly honest. And the role that he has is at times a thankless task because sometimes, on numerous occasions this year, we haven't been able to get the support that he needs. But we're getting better in that regard, and that's why his game is so important to us. Well, he was key today because, like I said, we were struggling for numbers. We had a young Charlie Ward on the bench because we were struggling to fill the bench today. We had so many players unavailable through suspension or injury. We lost Matty Etherington and Asadi yesterday, so we were down to the bare bones. But Wilson came in, and obviously his strength is just sitting in those deeper midfield areas, so we needed Stephen to get forward more. And in fairness, we've encouraged him to do that this year, and he's showing real ability to do that. And I thought he was excellent in terms of even breaking things up higher up the field and then breaking with good effect, and obviously got his goal as a consequence of that. So he's got potential there, I feel.
Are you safe now, Mark?
Well, we've got a decent total now. We've got 7 games. I keep going back to it. We've got 7 games and we can really kick on. We've got a game at home next weekend. If we can win that, then we can really kick on and finish the season in style. It's really important that we do as well as we can because that'll help us next year. I feel if we can finish as well as we can, then next year we'll hit the ground running and we'll have a good season again. Well, we were never too far away from the targets that we felt we'd have, given the opposition that we were going to face in the early parts. We were always within 1 or 2 points of where we felt we would be. Now we've asked more questions of the guys, saying, listen, we need to really kick on in this last period, and they've responded to that and taken that on board, and now we've got a real opportunity to have a good amount of points at the end of the season. Well, possibly. There is a perception, and it's not going to go away overnight. I had a similar situation at clubs I've been at in the past. When I was at Blackburn, I felt we were labelled unfairly in a certain way, but I don't think in my time we ever went away from it. We could never get away from it, so it's not going to happen overnight. We're just happy that people are actually noticing that maybe there is a little bit of a change in style. And hopefully people acknowledge that at the moment it's working and it's for the better.